Episode 6, The Strange Egg in the Swamp. Scene 1, The Peaceful Morning, Before the Storm. Setting, the interior of the dinosaur family's cave. Warm morning sunlight filters through the hanging vines at the cave entrance. Prehistoric birds can be heard chirping in the distance. Time, morning. The scene opens with the sound of William snoring loudly. The little boy is lying on his back, his round belly rising and falling, with his feet resting on a large, smooth river stone. Dad Neo is carefully using a giant banana leaf as a broom to sweep the cave floor. Mom Lisa is meticulously organizing colorful wild berries to prepare breakfast. Dad Eno, whispering, wiping sweat from his brow. Lisa, have you noticed how strangely clear the sky is today? It feels as if the entire valley is holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. Lisa, smiling, setting down the basket of berries. You're overthinking again, Neo. It's just because William hasn't woken up yet. When that boy is asleep, the world is as peaceful as the Cretaceous period before the asteroid. Dad Eno, looking at William with an affectionate yet cautious gaze. Yesterday, he broke my vine swing, and then he tried to practice flying by jumping off a cliff straight into a mud puddle. I just hope he finds a game today that is gentler, less exhausting, and above all, a bit safer. Right at that moment, William snorts loudly. His small ears twitch. William snaps his eyes open, his pupils darting around before he pops up like a coiled spring. William, shouting at the top of his lungs, full of energy, wildly. Good morning, Dad Neo. Good morning, Lisa. What are we playing today? William's shout startles Dad Neo so badly that he drops his banana leaf broom. The berries in Mom Lisa's hands almost scatter everywhere. Dad patting his chest. Oh, William, my son. Good morning. Could you speak a little softer? My ears are still ringing from yesterday's mud bubble explosion. William, running over, hugging Dad Neo's leg. I'm baby sorry, Dad. But today I feel a superpower surging inside me. I want to go exploring. I want to go to the Eastern Swamp. Lisa, stern but gentle, the Eastern Swamp? William, you know that place is very slippery and full of dangerous quicksand. You are only allowed to play around the outer edge, and absolutely never go alone, understood? William, nodding vigorously, his tail wagging frantically. Yes, Mom. I promise. I'll only walk around the edge of the swamp to find rocks with cool shapes. I'm off. William dashes out of the cave as fast as an arrow, leaving a thin cloud of dust behind. Scene 2, An Unexpected Discovery in the Swamp. Setting, the edge of the Eastern Swamp. Dense trees with ancient roots twisting like giant snakes. The swamp water is dead calm, with occasional gas bubbles rising up, going pop, pop. Time, mid-morning. William skips along happily. He brandishes a small twig, swinging it through the bushes while humming a self-made song. William, singing, I am William the T-Rex, feared by earth and sky. Wherever I step, all beasts run and hide. Whoops! William trips over a tree root and tumbles forward, rolling a few times. He scrambles to his feet, about to angrily kick the root when his eyes are caught by a strange object nestled deep inside a mossy root hollow. William, his eyes lighting up, stepping closer. Oh, what is this? A rock? No, what kind of rock is this smooth? William uses both hands to pull the object out into the sunlight. It's a large egg about the size of William's head. The shell is a pale greenish blue, speckled with golden dots that sparkle like stars under the sun. The egg feels slightly warm. William, pressing his ear against the egg, hearing a faint tick-tock, tick-tock sound inside. Wow. It's breathing. This is an egg. But where are its parents? William looks around the vast, deserted, and silent swamp. There is no sign of any large dinosaur or creature. William, his face turns serious, striking a heroic pose. Poor little egg. You must have gotten separated from your parents. This swamp is so cold. If I leave you here, you'll freeze. Don't worry. William the T-Rex is here. From today on, I will be your protector. I'll take you home and hatch you. William carefully cradles the egg in his arms, wraps a giant elephant ear leaf around it to keep it warm, and eagerly runs back home. Scene 3. I'm a dad now, and Dad Neo's protest. Setting: the family cave. Dad Neo is resting on a leaf bed, while Mom Lisa is meticulously weaving a basket from rattan vines. Time: near noon. William bursts into the cave, panting heavily but clutching the leaf bundle tightly in his arms. William shouting, "Dad, I have a baby." Dad Neo, who is drinking water from a coconut shell, chokes instantly upon hearing this, coughing violently. Dad coughing. Cough cough. What did you say? A baby? How old are you even, William? Where on earth did you get a baby? William, carefully placing the leaf bundle on the cave floor, peeling it open for his parents to see, right here. I found it in the eastern swamp. Look how pitiful it is. I've made up my mind, I'm going to hatch this egg. I'll be its mother. Wait, no, it's Dad. Mom Lisa approaches, kneeling down to closely inspect the egg. She gently touches the shell. Lisa, amazed. Oh, these patterns. This isn't a dinosaur egg. Look at these golden speckles. It looks like the egg of an ancient prehistoric bird, an Archaeopteryx. Dad walking over, crossing his arms, shaking his head. Absolutely not. William, take it right back to where you found it. The swamp is dangerous. Besides, we are T-Rexes. We don't know how to raise a bird. When it hatches, it will just fly away, or worse, it will turn this house upside down, and it's already messy enough because of you. William, pouting, 2 giant teardrops starting to roll down his cheeks. But Dad, when I found it, there was no one around. If I didn't bring it back, another predator would have eaten it. You always teach me to help the weak, don't you? You lied. You don't care about the baby. William hugs the egg, turns his back to them in the corner of the cave, and begins to sniffle and cry. Lisa, giving Neo a reproachful look, then walking over to William, stroking his head. Neo, look at him. William is right. We can't just abandon a living soul. Our boy is showing compassion. Dad, scratching his head, sighing for the 10,000th time. Fine, fine. I surrender. But William, you must promise me one thing. You said you want to be its protector, so you have to take full responsibility for hatching this egg yourself. Your mother and I will not do it for you. William, turning around, wiping his tears, grinning widely, yes. I promise. I will be the greatest dad in the whole wide world. Scene 4. The hatching campaign of the toddler dad. Setting: William's corner of the cave. The little boy has personally gathered a lot of dry leaves and soft moss to make a small nest for the egg. Time: afternoon to night. William begins his mission with absolute seriousness, but his mischievous nature and childish innocence turn everything into a series of hilarious disasters. Situation 1. Sitting on the egg. William recalls how Mom Lisa once told him about how dinosaur mothers hatch eggs. William, thinking to himself, Mom said to use body heat. Right, I need to sit on it. William tries to sit his round bottom on the egg. But being a T-Rex with a long tail, every time he sits down, the egg slips right out. William, grumbling, "Hey, little egg baby, stay still." William takes a running start, jumping up, intending to plop right down. Just at that moment, Dad Neo walks past and witnesses the horrifying sight. Dad rushing in like a superhero, catching William right before his bottom touches the egg. Oh my goodness. William, are you trying to make an omelet? Your T-Rex body will crush this egg into juice in a split second. William, blinking innocently, "Oh, then what should I do, Dad?" Dad Neo, sighing, pulling an animal hide blanket over the egg. Use a blanket and just hold it gently, got it? Situation 2. Overheating. At night, the temperature in the cave drops. William feels that the egg is a bit chilly. William, worried, "Oh no, the baby is cold. I must find fire." William sneaks out to the family's main campfire, picking up a small glowing ember with 2 sticks. He brings it back to his corner, intending to place it right next to the egg. Thick smoke begins to billow from the dry leaf nest. A burnt stench fills the cave. Lisa, waking up with a start from the smell of smoke. Neo. The house is on fire. Dad Neo bolts upright, panicking as he rushes to William's corner. Seeing the smoke, Dad Neo grabs a clay pot of water and douses the fire. Hisses. Water flies everywhere. The result: Dad Neo is soaking wet, William is soaking wet, and the dry leaf nest has turned into a mini mud pit. Only the egg is safe, as William used his body to shield it, but William's face is now covered in pitch-black soot. Dad, hands on his hips, head literally steaming with anger. William, do you realize you almost roasted both yourself and this egg alive? William, looking down, twiddling his thumbs, mumbling, I just wanted the baby to be warmer. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. Lisa, sighing, pulling both of them into a hug. Come now, Neo, he didn't mean to. William, look, taking care of an egg requires care and knowledge, not just enthusiasm. Tonight, just hold the egg close to you and share a blanket with me. That's warm enough. Scene 5. The big moment, the egg hatches. Setting: inside the cave. The first light of dawn shines through. Time: early next morning. William couldn't sleep soundly all night, holding the egg tightly in his arms. Suddenly, a strange sound echoes. Crack, crack. William's eyes widen. The egg in his hands begins to crack in a zigzag pattern. A golden light radiates strongly from within. William, whispering loudly, Dad Neo, Mom Lisa, wake up. The baby is coming out. Dad Neo and Mom Lisa instantly bolt awake and rush over to surround William. All 3 dinosaurs hold their breath, 6 eyes glued to the egg. A piece of eggshell flies off. From inside, a tiny, smooth head with a short beak pokes out. It has big, round, jet-black eyes. On its head are a few tufts of bright pink down feathers. The tiny creature looks around, its gaze finally locking onto William's large, soot-stained face. Baby bird Pippi, blinking, chirping in a tiny voice. Chirp, chirp, pie. Pippi? William, jaw dropping, jumping up and down with joy. Oh my God. It looked at me. It called me. It's so cute. The baby bird uses all its might to break the rest of the shell and hops right out. Its body is tiny, only the size of William's foot, but it sports small wings with brilliant blue and red feathers. Notably, it has a long T-Rex-like tail covered in feathers. Lisa, smiling. It really is an Archaeopteryx. What a wonder of nature. The baby bird doesn't hesitate. It bolts straight toward William, using its tiny beak to nuzzle William's cheek, making the little T-Rex ticklish and burst into giggles. William, scooping the bird up. From today on, your name will be Pippi. I'm William and I'm your dad. Dad, crossing his arms, raising an eyebrow. Let's see how long this dad lasts when this child starts causing trouble. Scene 6. Hilarious troubles from the dynamic duo. Setting: inside and outside the cave. Time: throughout the day. Dad Neo's prophecy comes true. From the moment it is born, Pippi inherits 100% of the mischievous gene from the one who hatched it, William. The two team up into a duo of pure destruction. The breakfast battle. Mom Lisa prepares a basket of ripe berries. Pippi flies up, pecks one berry with its beak, and uses its foot to kick another berry straight at Dad Neo's face. Splat. The purple berry explodes right on Dad Neo's snout, the juice dripping down. Dad roaring, Pippi. William, running to shield Pippi, don't yell at him, Dad. He's just a baby, he doesn't know any better. Pippi, fly over here to me. Pippi chirps triumphantly, landing right on William's head, scratching William's crest playfully with its feet. The flying practice game. Pippi is learning to fly. It flaps its wings frantically, flying clumsily. William runs underneath, cheering him on. William, cheering, go Pippi. Fly higher. Fly right over Dad Neo's head. Pippi loses balance, crashing straight into the clean animal hide clothes Mom Lisa just washed and hung by the cave entrance. It gets tangled, flailing around, causing the entire clothes rack to collapse into a mini tie-dye mud puddle. Lisa, losing her patience this time, hands on her hips. William, Pippi! Both of you outside right now. If you don't clean this mess up today, there will be no dinner for you. Scene 7. A lesson on goodbyes and true love. Setting: the grassy field in front of the cave. Sunset blankets the valley in a warm crimson glow. William and Pippi sit exhausted on the grass after a long day of pranks and cleaning duty. Pippi's feathers have grown fuller. It seems to grow much faster than a dinosaur. It stands on William's thigh, staring at the distant sky where flocks of prehistoric birds are flying freely. William, looking at Pippi, his voice dropping, "Pippi, what are you looking at? Do you want to fly high like them?" Pippi lets out a soft chirp, flapping its wings gently before nuzzling its head against William's hand as if to comfort him. Dad Neo and Mom Lisa quietly walk over and sit beside William. Dad L, placing a large hand on William's shoulder, his voice deep and warm, completely devoid of the daytime anger. "Son, do you know why Pippi is growing so fast today? Birds are not like T-Rexes. They grow up quickly because their wings belong to the sky, to the vast forests out there." William, tears welling up in his eyes, "Dad? Is Pippi going to leave me? But I took care of him, I'm his dad." Lisa, hugging William, "My dearest William, you did an amazing thing. You saved Pippi's life, gave him a home, and filled him with love. But true love sometimes doesn't mean holding someone by your side forever. It means giving them the strength to live their own life. Pippi's place is the sky, not this cramped cave." William, looking at Pippi, then at his parents. The little boy falls silent for a long time. Through this experience, William seems to have grown up a little. William, taking a deep breath, wiping his tears, "I understand now. I don't want Pippi to be sad. I want Pippi to fly the highest and the farthest." Right then, from the forest near the swamp, loud chirping and calling echoes. It's the call of a flock of adult Archaeopteryx looking for their lost member. Pippi starts, perking up its ears. It looks toward the forest, then back at William, its eyes full of reluctance. William, smiling, holding his hand high so Pippi can stand on his fingertip, "Go, Pippi. Your mom and dad are calling. Take flight, my little brother. I will always miss you." Pippi looks at William one last time, letting out a proud, loud, "Pippi" chirp. It flaps its colorful wings powerfully, taking off into the air. It circles 3 times above the dinosaur family as a final goodbye, then darts off toward the flock in the distance. William, shouting, waving frantically, "Goodbye, Pippi. Fly high." The sunset catches the silhouette of the tiny bird merging into the large flock, creating a deeply touching scene. Dad Neo and Mom Lisa hug William tightly. Though William is crying, a bright smile returns to his lips. Concluding scene: a new joy. Setting: inside the cave. The family of 3 gathers around the warm campfire. William seems a bit tamer and quieter than usual. The little boy is holding a piece of Pippi's eggshell as a keepsake. Dad and laughing, nudging William, "What's wrong, my little philosopher? Not asking to go exploring today? I have to admit, you were a very responsible dad." William, looking at his dad, proudly, "Raising a kid is really hard, Dad. I only took care of Pippi for 1 day and I'm exhausted. Yet you and Mom have raised me for years. I promise starting tomorrow I'll be less naughty so you too won't be so tired." Lisa, smirking, "Oh, my William has truly grown up. I'm so happy." But the peace doesn't last long. From outside the cave, a familiar chirp chirp echoes. Pippi flies right back in, but he is not alone. Following him are 3 other tiny baby birds and a basket full of delicious wild berries. Pippi lands right on Dad Neo's head, while the 3 new baby birds dive straight into William, chirping loudly for food. William, freezing for 3 seconds, then screaming with pure joy, "Oh my God. Pippi brought his friends to play. Do they want me to hatch them too? Let's play, everyone." William instantly forgets his promise to be good, diving back into a game of chase with the birds, knocking over a clay jar nearby. Dad burying his face in his hands, crying silently, "Lisa, I take back what I just said. Tomorrow I'm moving to the swamp to live by myself. Mom Lisa can only shake her head and smile. The camera slowly pans out of the cave, catching the echoes of William's mischievous laughter and the lively chirping of the baby birds under the starry prehistoric night sky. End of episode 6.
Goodbye, see you again.